and we will get started. All right, I'm ready to start. I'm so excited to be live with you. I want to know where it is that you're tuning in from. My name is Lee, and I am in Washington State. East or West Coast girl here. For those of you who are on the East Coast, it's still early here, but I'm excited to be joining you because I'm going to be sharing with you how to create passive income from home, right where you are, right with the time that you have, and see $900, $600, $300 hitting your bank account at 100% profit. So I'm going to be sharing all of the steps with you today. It is much simpler than you think. And when you're seeing those amounts coming in to your bank account, 900, 600, welcome. For joining in. Let me know in the comments where you're from. Again, my name is Lee. I'm from Washington State. Drop it in the comments. What state are you from? What country are you from? We're going to have people hopping on here from around the world. We get to hang out, on free social media, free websites, be able to connect with people from around the world. So it's a pretty amazing time that we are living in where we're able to do that. So welcome. Thank you for joining in. I'm going to be walking through all of the steps with you of how to make passive income from home. I'm pretty new to this, but I've already seen this whole process that I'm going to be sharing with you work. I have already seen in a matter of a few weeks being able to get going, being able to follow these steps that I'm going to be sharing with you and seeing money come in 900, 600, 300 at a time at 100% profit. So I'm going to be breaking down exactly how all of this works, but I'm so excited to be able to share this with others because as a stay-at-home mom, there's not tons of options out there to be able to make money around my family's schedule and do it. This is all 2 hours a day that I'm spending, actually less because it's summer. I've got kids home, so I kind of have to fit it in the nooks and crannies of my day. Before they're up right now, they're still asleep. So I'm kind of fitting it in as it is this summer, doing things imperfectly, doing things messy, and it's still working. So, right now for me, this is like hour to an hour and a half of my day. And I've been able to make, way more than any other thing that I've tried online. I've tried so many different things online, taking classes, bought in programs, all of the things, but have never seen success like this. And for sure, not success this quickly. So I'm going to be sharing with you, exactly how you can do this from home, right from your phone. You'd need nothing but your phone and Wi-Fi. And so this is all 100% profit. So when I mention $900 sales, $600 sales, $300 sales, that's not losing out money to anybody else. So, there's not a whole lot of things where you're going to be able to make 100% profit off of, right? So let's do actually a quick comparison here. So let's say at $900, this takes me 2 hours, that 2-hour workday to be able to make this amount following the steps that I'm going to be sharing with you. But let's say you're doing something else where you're maybe an affiliate and you're saying, hey, this person has a $900 course. I'm going to be an affiliate for them. That $900, you might actually only make a quarter of that. So you would have to sell 4 of those. If you're making 25%, you would have to sell 4 of those to be able to make what I make in the same amount of time. Another example that I want to give of this is you might be selling smaller products. For me, I was selling used clothes for the last several years. You might be doing that. You might be, doing an MLM where you're selling makeup or essential oils or lotion. Nothing wrong with that. We got to do what we got to do, right? But maybe you're only making, $9 on an item. How many items are you going to have to sell to be able to hit $900? Okay, we're keeping math easy here because it's still early, but you have to sell 100 items, right? So how much work, how much time, how much effort, how long is that going to take you? Selling a small product, making $9 off an item. How many items, 100 items, how long is that going to take you? Probably a pretty long time to be able to make the same amount of what I'm able to make in a single day, not even a day, just a few hours out of my day. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this and jump on in so I can show you exactly how this works. So that is the very first step, is having the right thing to promote. So there's, tons of different options out there for you to be able to promote online, but there's not a whole lot of options where you're going to be able to make that amount and that amount at 100% profit. So that is the very first step, is to start with the right products. Now, with the products that I promote, they're in the e-learning industry, which is the fastest growing industry out there. So anytime you're promoting something, you want something that you know people want, that there's a demand for, that they're buying. And so that's what these products are. They're highly in demand and they're in the e-learning industry. So this e-learning industry right now, the year that we're in, currently we're at 1.2 billion per day that's being spent in this industry. So this is 1.2 billion per day. Now this is just set to grow. We're at the tip of the iceberg. Like, this is billion per day. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. Not million per day, billion per day that is being spent in this industry. Now, hang with me, because this is not, you may not know anything about e-learning or making money online business. You don't have to know something about that. So hang with me for a second. But I want to talk more about this number that's being spent in this industry. So 1.2 billion per day. This number is set to grow by 2027. So just a couple years around around the corner. 3 billion per day that is going to be spent in this industry. So if there's any time to be jumping in, learning the skills to sell these types of products, it is now, right? It's now when we have that upswing. It's now before we hit this 3 million. It's now versus 2025 or even a couple months down the road. That's kind of my only not regret, because I didn't even know this existed a couple months ago, but I wish I would have known that this existed 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, so I could have started learning these skills sooner. I'm glad that it came across my lap when I did. It kind of got put in my lap, put right in front of me, and shared with me by a friend. So I'm so thankful every day for that opportunity, and that I'm have been able to jump in right now, on that upswing. And you're having that same opportunity. We're still down here at 2024, and is set to grow over the next few years, almost triple, just over the next couple of years. So I mentioned that with the particular products that I promote, I don't have to go out and create anything. So when I learned, okay, I don't have to create something, I don't have to come up with something for this industry, I don't have to teach somebody how to build a website. I don't know how to build a website, right? I don't have to teach them how to build an email list, or how to grow a following. I don't have to teach them how to monetize. All of these products have already been created, and they're already done for you. And so being able to make 100% profit, something that's already been created for you, is incredible. Most things, you're going to make a fraction of that. Let's say if you're an affiliate for a product, you're going to make, a small percentage of that, and the creator is going to make all of the money. So again, so the 100% profit, and that is happening because of what is called master resell rights. Now, I had never heard of that term before, but it simply means that you have the right to resell these products. And so that is how you're able to hit that 100% profit with these. It's because it's not going to somebody else and then you're having to wait for it, like an affiliate payout 30 to 60 days from now. You're not having to go and give a whole bunch to somebody else. It's not an MLM where, somebody at the top or the person ahead of you is making a whole bunch of money and you're seeing only a small profit. This is 100% profit that is coming directly to you on a daily basis. When you learn the skills to be able to bring in daily pay from these products. So I'm going to be going through exactly how that happens step by step, because it is totally possible for you, and it's possible very, very quickly. So I was under the impression about 2.5 months ago that if I wanted to offer something that's in this industry, that's in the e-learning industry, I would have to come up and create something, create a course, create products. And then it would take me, months and years to be able to grow a following on social media, to be able to grow an email list, to be able to do all of the things to even make my first dollar. I thought it was like years down the road of, even the possibility. I hadn't even started, but it was kind of on my radar because this is one of the highest, it is the highest industry, the fastest growing industry out there. But I'm like, okay, this is years down the road, like before I'm ever anywhere near to that point. I had no idea that oops, did I write this down wrong? Master resell rights existed, MRR, MMR. I had no idea that master resell rights existed and that I could jump in basically from day one of being able to hit the ground with these products, with done for me products that are proven to work, that have amazing testimonials, and have these being able to offer them to other people and then being able to make that 100% profit off them. I had no idea that this existed. I found out about it May 20 and then May 22, 2 days later, because I'm like, I am not going to let a bunch of time go by. 2 days is all it took for me to jump in and say, hey, I'm doing this. I'm committed to this. And I am so excited to be able to share with you that results come in so much quicker than months and years down the road. So just in a matter of, the last 4 weeks, I've been able to bring in $3,800 following this simple process. I am basically a nobody. I had to go and get a TikTok account. I had to go and start from scratch. I had to download the app. I did not have the app, and I've been able to jump in there. I still barely have any followers. And that is one of the biggest myths out there, that you have to have tons of followers. You have to have thousands of followers, tens of thousands of followers, whatever that is, in order to be able to make money on a platform like TikTok. You don't. You can jump in right where you are, however many followers that you have. For me, it was none. I started from ground zero with zero. And right now, I'm still under 1,000. You can go to my account and go and follow me there. And I'm under 1,000, well under 1,000 followers. So you don't have to have, this huge following in order to be able to make sales at 900, 600, 300 at a time at that 100% profit. So for me, knowing that okay, things can change very, very quickly in a matter of just a few weeks was incredible, because sharing this with other people and letting other people know about this process, that maybe right now you're in a place where, things are not looking very good with your finance. Maybe you're like, okay, how am I even going to make it through the month? How am I going to get my bills paid? Am I going to have to work till I die to be able to cover the bills? I believe that you were meant for more than that. You were created for more than that, and that there is a way out from that. There is a way for you to be able to bring in incredible amounts of money for your family. There's a way for you to be able to change your family's financial trajectory. There is a way for you to start creating this income and not, be looking out years in the distance, like, is this ever going to happen? Am I ever going to reach my goals? That can happen in a matter of just a few weeks, a few months, where you're seeing that turnaround, where you're seeing money come in from following a proven process, from following a step by step plan like what I am following. So I want you to know that there is hope. Whatever situation you're in, you might feel hopeless. You might feel like nothing's ever going to change. It can change very quickly for you. So if at any time you're like, okay, I'd love to learn more, I'd love to be able to check it out, I still have tons that I'm going to go through here with you step by step. I'm going to show you exactly what I do. But if at any time, this is my website here where you can go and check it all out. You're going to see a short video. You're going to be able to learn about the products and this whole process. So this is the website here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. And you're going to be able to look through the products. You're going to be able to look at the rest of the things that I'm talking about, the rest of the steps. If you're not able to stay with me for super long time, I get it. You're busy. You've got other things. For me, I've got 4 kids, and there's all those things that go along with having family, having kids. So being able to have something like this that fits with my family, that fits with my schedule, was huge, because I'm like, I want to be able to have more time with them. I want to be able to make money in a way that's going to give me time back with them. That's not going to be taking away my time, right? And so this happens. You might be going, okay, that sounds amazing to have products that are already done for me. I didn't have to go and create something. Like to have, to be able to jump in from day one and have products that are done that I can start promoting, that I don't have to go out and figure out what it is I'm going to teach, what it is that I'm going to create, like to jump in with those done for you products. But you might be saying, hey, how do I actually get these sold? Like, how much time does this take? How does this all work? And so the next piece of this, when your products are, once you pick out which product, that's a thing that you can go and check off of your list of like, okay, this is done. Our best selling product is our legacy builder. So there are 4 different products. That legacy builder, that is our $900 product. So what that means as our best selling product is that that is $900 hitting your bank account. So that's how I'm able to make $900, following a 2-hour process, following a 2-hour workday, and actually less than 2 hours because, summer I've got kids at home. It's been more like hour and a half to be able to make that amount of money in that little time. That is the power of having, these ready done for you products. It's also the power of what I'm going to talk about next. And that is that sales automation system. And so I'm not having to spend all day working from sun up to sundown. I'm not having to put in gobs of time. I'm not having to put in more hours to be able to make more sales. It's about having an automation system that's out there working for me, that's doing all of the heavy lifting. And so with all of the products, they're all happening, all of those sales are happening on automation. They're happening kind of on autopilot in the background. And so that's how I'm able to put in an hour and a half, 2 hours a day, and then have these types of sales coming in, having $900 sales, $600 sales, $300 sales. It's happening because of this automation system. So when I first got going with this, you do need to walk through with the automations, like the products, they're they're almost done for you. The products are done for you. The automation is 90 to 95% done for you. That leaves you a 5 to 10% to go and set up for yourself. You need to go and put in your website. You'll get step-by-step videos of how to walk through, getting a domain and getting that linked. You're going to also walk through setting up your payment gateways. That is simply just where your customers are coming to be able to pay you. So with your payment gateways, you're setting those up yourself to your accounts, PayPal or Stripe or whatever that is. And so that's how you're able to receive those payments. That's how you're able to make 100% profit because it's not going to somebody else. So that's the little, 5 to 10% of setup with your automation that you're going to do. You're going to walk through step-by-step videos that literally anybody can do. We have a 78-year-old guy in the group who has followed this, who has set up his automations, he's gotten his products, and he's making thousands of dollars. And so I love just sharing that example because, at 78 years old, he could have said, hey, I'm too old. He could have said, I don't like tech, which, none of us do, right? He could have said, oh, I don't know how to do this. I can't figure it. No, it's easy enough that a 78-year-old guy can follow this step-by-step, follow the videos, to be able to get the automations set up. So literally like anybody can do this. And once you go and set up that 5 to 10%, follow through with the videos, follow along. I had it done in an afternoon, actually, while my littlest, my baby slept. So it can be set up, very quickly, in a day. Like you could have this automation, the 5 to 10% of it set up, and then be ready to take payments by tomorrow. Like, this weekend, if you had, let's say this weekend you had $900 sale come in, $600, $300. Like, how would that make you feel? This weekend is starting now. Today's Friday. To be able to have that set up, you could have it set up today, and then by say Saturday, Sunday, you're already able to take payments. And it happens inside of our community all the time, where I'm seeing people, they're like, I barely got my website up, and I already have people who are, purchasing from me. So with this automation system is completely rejection free. So the way the automation works is you have your website. Again, mine is empoweredpassiveincome.com, and your potential customers are going to go to your website and they're going to their email. And so this is how the automations work is that email is put in. They're going to be taken to a short video that explains this whole process and explains the products, explains how it works, explains, our 2-hour workday. And then the automation system is going to follow up with emails that go over the product. Hey, would you love a 2-hour workday? Would you love to be able to, offer products in this $2 billion a day industry? It's going to do all of that follow up for you so that you don't have to go in and DM people. You don't have to chase people. You never have to sell to friends or family, beg friends or family. This is all happening via automation. This is your freedom system. This is what allows you to be able to put in that 2-hour day, which I'm going to also talk about. I'm going to share with you exactly what I do during that 2 hours. But this is what allows you to be able to bring in sales the rest of your day, the other 22 hours, so that you can go out. I'm going to be taking my kids out this afternoon, out to go play in the water, out to go build sandcastles, do all the things. And my automation system is going to be running in the background for me. I don't have to follow up with anybody. I don't have to reach out to anybody. This automation system is what's doing all of that work for me. And so I want to tell a quick story. So about 4 weeks into this process and trying to learn our 2-hour workday, going through videos, learning step by step, trying to learn all of these skills. 4 weeks in, I'm like, okay, I've done, I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I'm following our 2-hour workday. And I laid down on the couch knowing, hey, I've got an automation system that's out there working for me. I've got products that are highly in demand. Baby, I had put her down for a nap. I'm like, I got to close my eyes for a few minutes. I lay down. A few minutes later, wake up or get up and look at my phone. I had a $100 sale come in from this automation. That was my very first sale, was $100. Somebody I didn't know, somebody that, literally just had found me that day and purchased. I'm like, this is amazing. I was laying on the couch, my automation system was working, and I made $100. Okay, $100, we can't even eat out as a family of 6 for that amount, but I have it come in on automation. I'm like, we're going to go out and celebrate. So stay with me because it gets even better. I took my kids out. I'm like, we're going to go get some ice cream, celebrate this sale coming in, because it happened without me having to touch anything. It happened with me, laying on the couch, closing my eyes for a minute, which I really needed, mom of 4 kids. And I haven't been able to even have that because I've been working a side hustle so hard and working myself into the ground. I never was able to do that before. So I packed the kids up. We go out to ice cream, we're celebrating. While we were there, a $900 sale came in from this automation without me having to be on my phone, without me having to, chase anybody, without me having to DM anybody. Again, somebody that I didn't even know, not family and friends. I haven't, had to even bug family and friends, talk to family and friends, any of that, none of that, hosting parties or anything that you might have to do with network marketing or MLM, none of that. This is all happening from that automation system. So then I was like, $1,000 in a single afternoon in a matter of an hour, a matter of a couple of hours came in from having this automation system that's out there doing the work for me, that's out there following up with customers by email, that's showing them videos of, the whole process and what it can do for them. So a huge light bulb moment there for me of being able to make $1,000 in a single afternoon by automation, of not having to be salesy, not having to be pushy, not having to go and, chase customers, beg people to buy from me. So having that automation system, huge, freedom that has been given to me, that I feel like I have this amazing gift of getting time back with my family, getting time back with my kids. And it's happening because of this automation system that's out there working for me. It's happening because I have that freedom. It's a freedom machine because it frees you up for the other things that are important to you, other, things, other people in your life that are important to you. So with this automation system, again, it's super simple. You're going to go here to the website, empowerpassiveincome.com. Put in your email. You're going to be able to see the web pages. You're going to be able to see the sales page. You're going to be able to see those emails. All of those were given to me. I didn't have to go and figure out how to build a website. I didn't have to go and figure out how to build a web page. I didn't have to figure out, how to build an automation system, any of those emails. It was all given to me. So when I learned that, and I'm like, I don't have to go out and figure out what to say. I don't have to figure out like how to build a website, how to, what to say on a sales page. It's all done for me. That was, a huge moment for me. That was kind of one of the deciding factors of, okay, yes, I need this. Yes, I don't want to have to go out and figure out how to build something. I don't want to have to go through all of the tech headache of trying to set this up. It's all 90 to 95% of it's done for me. Yes. So once you go through the little bit of setting up your website, putting in your payment gateways, then this is something that you can check off your list. Like you could have this checked off your list today, this afternoon, and be ready to start taking sales, have this whole thing set up, by this weekend. So with heard something. With the next piece of this, because you have your products done and because that sales machine is done, your automation system is done. Once you go through that setup, like again, it could be done today. The only other piece that you're really concerned about is this next step. And this is where our 2-hour workday comes in. And so with the 2-hour workday, this is simply helping other people discover this system, helping other people learn the steps to be able to follow. And so this is our 2-hour workday. Right now, I'm doing about an hour to hour and a half because I figured, hey, something is better than nothing. Let's do this messy. Let's do it with the time that I have because I don't, exactly have 2 hours during the summer with 4 kids home. So I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to do, just kind of the minimum to be able to, follow the process. And I'm so excited to tell you that I haven't even had to do the 2 hours. It's, hour to hour and a half of my day where I'm going through our process, doing the best that I can with the time that I have, and that I have been able to bring in those sales, those $900, $600, $300 at that 100% profit. And this is all happening. The reason why this 2 hours works, the reason why, we don't have to work 24 hours around the clock or, put in a 12-hour day, put in an 8-hour shift, whatever that is because of the automations that are running in the background for you. So with this discovery system, with our 2-hour workday, it's about learning the skills to be able to generate income during that time that you have, during that 2 hours you have, or that hour and a half for me that I have. It's about focusing on your income earning activities and those things that are going to get people into your automation system, over to your website. It's as simple as getting somebody to go to your website and then put in their email to get into the automations and start learning if this is right for them, if they'd love to have a 2-hour workday, if they'd love to have an automation system working for them, if they'd love to have done for you products. And so with the 2 hours, I'm going to break this exactly down what this is, and then show you, because this is so simple. And when I was first looking at getting started, I'm like, yes, I would love done for me product. Yes, I would love. I don't know about the 2-hour workday. I don't know what it is that I like. Is this something that I could do? Is this something I didn't have the confidence? But now looking back, just a few weeks later, I'm like, this is much easier than I ever thought. It's much easier than I imagined. I had built it up into some kind of big thing in my head of this is going to be really difficult. It's going to be really hard. But now looking back, after doing this over the last few weeks, having videos to be able to walk me through step by step of what it is that I'm doing during the 2 hours, being able to learn the skills to follow this process, follow this 2-hour workday has been so incredibly helpful, because with the products, with this whole program, you're not just going to get the products, you're not just going to get the automation, but you're going to get all of the training behind this. You're going to get the training to be successful. You're going to get mentoring. You're going to get live and interactive mentoring where you're put in breakout rooms to be able to work with smaller groups. You're going to get mentoring from 7-figure earners. You're going to get a huge community, thousands of people who are having success with this simple system, with following these steps. And you're going to have, access to all of that at no ongoing costs. Like there are no, fees, there's no membership fees, there's no any sort of ongoing costs with this of running a business. Like what other business are you going to do where there are no ongoing costs? There's no cost of goods, like literally nothing. So when I say 100% profit on, $900 sales, $600 sales, $300 sales, I mean 100% profit. It's not that made a $900 sale, but then you spent $500 on ads, or you spent, $200 on like a course hosting platform. It's not any of that. Like, there are literally no ongoing expenses with that. And to be able to access a community, to be able to access mentoring with 7-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure earners, and to have no cost for that, it was just mind blowing. It's still mind blowing to this day of going, okay, how is this possible? To be able to make that 100% profit. So with the discovery system, again, this is simpler. It's easier than I thought. And so part of this is creating 3 pieces of content. And these are short pieces of content. These take about 15 to 30 minutes of my day. And so these are 1 to 2 minute little videos that I do. And they could even be 30-second, or 10 seconds, just kind of getting myself out there, building my brand, building that brand awareness, building the awareness of my website. Because again, the automation system all starts with the website, and then getting your potential customers, potential leads, people who are discovering the system to go and put in their email at your website. Like, literally, that is all that it takes. So again, mine is right here. You may need to put in the 3 W's at the beginning, depending on what browser you're using, empoweredpassiveincome.com. And so with these 1 to 2 minutes, 3 pieces of content, these are short little pieces of content. You can create these on any social media platform, any free, site. Like, you're not having to pay to post these. You're not having to pay to promote these. And so this could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be TikTok. So for me, I saw a lot of people having success with TikTok. So that's why I went and got the app. Like, I didn't even have the app. I went and created an account because I wanted to be able to, take advantage of this platform that's growing. Tons of people are moving to this platform. So for me, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to try. That's what I'm going to do. And so that's where I am posting my 3 pieces of content. And so I have 3 pieces of content that go out every day. I make 3 pieces of content every day. This is about 15 to 30 minutes of my day. Is making those 3 pieces of content. Now, for me, I do a quick video of me talking, but for a lot of people, they're doing faceless content where they're not having to show your face. Like, I'm an introvert, but I get there's other people who are also introverts and who may not feel comfortable talking on a camera. I didn't. I had to kind of figure it out. I had to be I thought it was weird holding a camera in front of my face talking to it, but then I had to learn what to say. But it's all inside of the program where you're going to get those videos that literally will script out what to say, that will give you ideas of those content. So you're never having to run out of ideas. There are way more ideas. Like, you're not going to even get through all of the ideas to be able to create content in your lifetime, right? So with the 3 pieces of content, I am posting those to TikTok, but they can be posted to Instagram, social, or Facebook, any of those places where you might be active or where you might want to grow a following. So for me, I didn't really have any place. So I went to TikTok. That's why I started with TikTok. It's a growing platform. And again, if you go to my account, I have less than 1,000 followers. You don't need to go and do follow trains or these things where you're trying to get a bunch of followers. It's about attracting your perfect customer to you. And you're going to learn this as part of the discovery system. You're going to learn, exactly how to attract the perfect person to you. You're going to learn what's called attraction marketing, where you're not having to go and chase people, where you have the right people coming to you and you're trusting the process of, hey, the right person for you, your perfect customer is going to be attracted to you, is going to find you, is going to come to you. And so that's why we're not having to go and chase people. That's why we're not having to go and DM people. I will never, DM you and be like, hey, what's up? How can I help? That's not part of our process. So simply posting those 3 pieces of content, and you're putting in a call to action in those pieces of content. They will teach you all of this. If you're like, I've never heard of a CTA, I don't know what a CTA is, they'll teach you exactly how inside of our program, we will show you step by step how to create the content, how to create a call to action. And that call to action is simply getting viewers, getting people who are watching your content, getting them to interact, getting them to respond, getting them to go to your website and put in their email and get in your automation system. It is as simple as that. So this is 15 to 30 minutes of my day is creating those 3 pieces of content. And then the other piece of my day is plugging into our community, plugging into our mentoring. So we've got mentoring that's going on a daily basis. We're in the middle of a 90-day success sprint. So every 90 days, there's a very focused of like, this is your goal for that 90 days. And we're getting like 6 to 7 minute videos, sometimes a little bit shorter, sometimes a little bit longer, from a 7-figure earner. So that's part of the workday, is going in, plugging in, getting that training. When you're new, you're going to be going in and, watching videos step by step to learn how to get your automation system set up. You're going to be learning, how to do the discovery process, how to learn our 2-hour workday, what you're doing during that tour. That is part of your workday. So for me, as somebody who loves to learn, like that, was amazing when I'm like, oh, this is part of my workday. So that is another piece of your workday that's going to kind of vary depending on where you're at in the process. If you're brand new and you're having to, maybe spend a little bit more time watching videos, spending a little bit more time learning the process. But for me right now, about 6 minutes, I can jump into the community, plug in, get that mentoring that I need for the day, get that CEO mindset, get the mindset from a 7-figure, income earner. I cannot get that anywhere else, right? And to have that being poured into me on a daily basis has been huge. So that is part of the workday. And then the other piece of the workday, I'm going to go ahead and actually give myself a little bit more room here because I'm running out. The other piece of the workday is the other part of the discovery. So the 3 pieces of content, having a call to action, that's going to be part of your discovery system. But then the other piece of this, where time is spent, is either on copy paste ads, where you're posting to free ad sites. And so you're just sharing the 2-hour workday, you're sharing the products, how this works. You're just simply copying and pasting over to free ad sites. And now these are ad sites where people are going to learn to get a job, learn how to make money, learn how to start a business. They're going there with the intent of, being able to make money, to be able to, invest in something like this. This is where you're posting to. And these are high traffic websites where hundreds of thousands of people are going every single day to be able to look for a way to provide for their family, to be able to look for business opportunities. So you're simply copying and pasting ads over to these free ad sites. So again, you're never going to pay for ads. You're never going to have like a certain ad spend or ad budget of like, okay, I made my 900, but 200 went to ads. Like, you're not going to have any of that. These are all free ad sites, and you're choosing like who your target customer is. You're choosing the location that you want to post to. So that's why multiple people can do this and have success with it, because there's literally, the world available. There's 5.5 billion people on the internet, 5.5 billion people on social media. There is perfect customers for you. There are people who would love to be able to have a system like this. People who would love to be able to have the automations. They would love to be able to have the products to learn the skills of online business. They would love to be able to know how to be successful in a world where everything's going digital, where you need any sort of business, whether it's online or, not online. You need those skills of being able to market. You need the skills of being able to, market on social media. You need the skills of being able to grow a following, grow a brand, grow an email list. All of that is being offered as part of our products, inside of our products. And so it really is an amazing opportunity to be able to offer these types of products that are highly in demand in a growing field, and being able to offer them. That's why this program has been so successful. It's why we have, not just hundreds of people having success with this, but thousands of people who are following this simple process, doing copy paste ads, doing 3 pieces of content, plugging in, it's having this system that's out there. This is why thousands of people are having success with it. And it does go back to, we live in this huge world, 5.5 billion people who are on social media, 5.5 billion who are on the internet. So part of this is copy paste ads. This is kind of a either or, so which is why I drew the line there. The other piece of this is a live, just like what I'm doing with you right now. Now, I will say this was the scariest thing for me. And I'm like, I'm not going to do this. There's no way that I could ever do that. I'm going to go with this one. I actually just started looking at this one yesterday because of a few weeks into this, I saw inside of our community, the lives being changed. I saw families where their whole, they went from being poor. They went from being on the verge of being homeless. And then now, being able to buy a house, incredible change that's happening inside of our community. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to get outside my comfort zone. I'm going to have to do something that's scary for me because I love the results. I love being able to share this, and I want to be able to connect with my perfect customer. I want to be able to share this with others. And then I started seeing the change in my own life as I started having sales come in, as I started having this automation system that's out there working for me. I went from a place of being stressed and anxious and worried about finances, worried about, okay, is our car going to break? Is the dishwasher going to break? It actually all did happen in a matter of a week. But I'm like, I have this automation system. I have these sales coming in 900, 600, 300 at a time. Money stacks up so much faster than at the place I was before of making $9 selling a small product. And so to have that peace of mind, I've seen the change over the matter of the last few weeks in my own life of being stressed and anxious and worried to suddenly, having this automation system, having this peace of mind, being able to sleep at night, being able to be present with my family, being able to be present with my kids without having, the back of my mind going, okay, how are we going to make it? How are we going to get the bills paid? It has been a game changer is kind of an understatement. It has been huge for me to have that. It has been a game changer of having joy back in my life, having energy back in my life, not having to hustle around the clock, because that was my life before, was having to hustle from sun up to sundown, having to work harder and harder as inflation has gone out of control, as bills have gone out of control, as we've added more mouths to feed to our family. It just required me to have to work harder. And all of that has changed with this simple system, with having an automation system that's out there working for me, with following a 2-hour workday, being able to do my income earning activities for the day, and then being able to say, hey, my automation system's out there working for me. It's doing the follow-up for me. This is how my sales are coming in. And to be able to have that freedom in my life. And I was suddenly going, okay, I would love to be able to put this in the hands of so many other moms who are out there like me, who just need a way to be able to make money from home, who need a way to be able to get that time back with their kids. And so for me, I chose to do the live method. So that's what I have been doing, is just showing up just like I'm doing right now, and sharing with you how this all works, sharing with you my website, sharing with you our discovery system, sharing with you our 2-hour workday. So this is the other piece of my 2-hour workday. So 15 to 30 minutes of creating those 3 pieces of content, and then plugging into the community, getting that mentoring. And then it's either or, doing a live. That's what I'm doing right now. So I spend about 40 to 45 minutes doing a live. That's why I'm like, okay, I'm definitely under the 2 hours. It's been more like an hour to hour and a half. And then total, or instead of the live, to do copy and paste ads to these high traffic ad sites that are free, where you're not having to pay to post. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've got just a couple of minutes left here, but before I'm going to hop off and tell my husband goodbye for the day. But go ahead and drop it in the comments if you've got questions about how any of this works. If you're like, how do I get started? The website here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. That's where you're going to be able to see the whole automation system in work. That's where you're going to be able to see those messages that you get. I didn't have to create any of this. That's where you're going to be able to look through our products and see which is right for you, because we do have 4 different products. It's really going to depend on what your dreams and goals are for yourself. of which product that you want. Now, all of these do come with what is called master resell rights, and they come with master resell rights for the products below. So for example, our legacy builder, which is what I decided to do, that was the product that I went with. That is our $900 product, but that's going to get you that income stream of $900. It's also going to get you the income streams below that. So it's going to get you 600, 300, and 100. So you actually get 4 income streams with that. And so when I realized that, I'm like, why would I not do that? Why would I not do that for my family and have $900 sales coming in? And just in the last 4 weeks, I've had 3 of those $900 sales. So that's 9 times 3, $2,700 that has come in from selling ready, done for me products, from having an automation system that's out there working for you, for me. So yeah, just look through those, go to the website, you're going to put in your email, and you're going to be able to see all of the products. You're going to be able to watch a short video to get more information, but I'm also here over the next minute or two to be able to answer any questions that you might have. Because I know for me, when I first heard about this, I'm like, what? How does this work? I don't get it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull you down here just for a second and be able to share inside of our community the things that are going on, because I want you to see exactly what it is that you're getting. I'm going to see if I can flip this around. And then, okay, here I am. So inside of the programs, let me see, I might have to go back here. So these are the 4, these are the 4 different products that are available. There's the legacy builder, which is the one that I just mentioned. And there's the ones below, the digital mastery, passive daily pay, launchpad. You're going to get all of those. But then inside of the legacy builder, if you do that one, which is what I did, you don't have to touch any of those others. You're going to go in here and there's going to be step-by-step videos where they're just short little videos. Like literally anybody can follow along with this to get your automation system set up, to learn how to build a funnel. That funnel is done for you. It's just basically connecting your information into that. And it's just step-by-step videos that you're going to follow through. It's going to go through how to set up your social media, how to grow a following on social media, how to create passive pay, finding your ideal customer. So all that training is there, but you also have the community and the mentoring, everything that that I mentioned. So here inside of our community, there's classroom with more training. This is where our 90-day success sprint's happening. But then there's community with thousands of people that are having success with this. And so you're able to go in here to wins. This is what I wanted to show you because it's so amazing to see the wins that are happening and to see, people that this is working for, thousands of people that this is working for. So hi, everyone. I'm literally 2 months in today on profit mode. So it doesn't take months to start seeing a profit. It's literally like a single sale and you're in profit mode, right? So, and another $100 sale doing my happy dance, sold another 100 for the week. You could go through here. No, I'm not sure how to say this person's name, 31,000 in the month of July. So this is somebody who is from South Africa. You'll see the number there for that amount, but 31,000 in the month of July. But this is helping people around the world. That means you have customers, potential customers from around the world. Earned my full-time salary in 1 day. So, I earned in half a day with my online side hustle what I earn in a month at my 9 to 5, working myself out of this slavery soon. So that's Latasha. That is amazing. Amazing for Latasha. We've got Valerie, 2,400 in 5 days. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here, but literally I could keep scrolling through this and show you win after win. We got Christelle at 28,000. Lozelle at 23,000, but just huge amounts of money, huge potential on the other side for this. I'm going to go ahead and flip you guys around here so I can see you. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump off here and wish you a happy rest of your day. I will be back here again tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going. And again, this is my website. You can go check out the products, go check out the automation system, those web page. There we go. empoweredpassiveincome.com. And I will be here to answer questions again tomorrow. And I am so excited to be able to share this with you and see that life change and see you have success just like the people that I showed you. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye and wish you a happy rest of your day. And I hope to see you soon. All right. Bye.